Hello YouTube, this is DeAndre Dobbs. Happy Wednesday. I'm back with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about Tyler Perry wanting to buy BET, and we're going to be talking about Debra Lee's situation, about an article that I received and that I read, and about Tyler Perry wanting to buy BET. And this about Debra Lee is just, it's just, I'm going to give you my opinion on it. I'm just going to put it. I'm going to give you my opinion on her, and I'm going to tell you about Tyler Perry wanting to buy BET, his accomplishments and everything. So here we go. So I read Tyler Perry wanting to buy BET. And I'm going to tell you, he deserves to buy BET. Because I feel like he's going to do good on it. He's going to do good. He's going to make things very interesting. He's going to make things, still a success. Because if a lot of you don't know, BET was first founded in 1979. And ever since then, BET has been afloat ever since then. Like, you can't take anything away from BET. Like, it's been afloat. Starting with music videos, starting with movies, you name it. It has been truly amazing. And I really am pushing for Tyler Perry to buy the BET from the Paramount Global, because he's already a success. He is already a successful. He's a successful director, a producer. He's a successful play director, movie director. He's worked with a bunch of peoples, and he's done a bunch of things, And I'm really pulling for him to buy BET, and I really hope everything works out. And let's just back up a couple of things. Let's just back up. Like, he first started his first play. I forgot what the budget was, but they say he did a budget of a play called I Know I've Been Changed. He did that in 1993. I forgot how much the budget was, but they said it became a success, and that's when he begun. But as the years started going, he started coming out with Diary of a Mad Black Woman to play. Then you got I Can Do Bad by Myself to play. Diary of a Mad Black Woman to play. They came out in 2001. And then I Can Do Bad by Myself came out in 2002. Then it was Medea's Class Reunion that came out in 2003. And then you got Meet the Browns that came out in 2004. Medea Goes to Jail play 2005. Why Did I Get Married play 2006. What's Done in the Dark play 2007. And and so on. He's done a lot of that. Like, he's done a bunch of things. But also, we can't forget the peoples that worked with him. You got peoples like Kimberly Elise, Steve Harris. You got peoples like the legendary Cicely Tyson. You got peoples like Shamar Moore. You got peoples like Cassie Davis, LaVan Davis. You got peoples like Tasha Smith from Escape. Gary from Silk. You got D. Hicks. You got Tamala Mann. You got David Mann that played as Cora in Mr. Brown. You got all of these peoples that worked with him. You got Cheryl Pepsi Riley. You got Demetra McKinney. You got Chandra Corelli. I mean, You got all of these superstars. You got all of these actors and actresses that he worked with, and that they were pretty much already successful. But it's like when he worked with these actor and actresses, you got to realize they kind of put him up there as well. He also worked with legendary Angela Bassett, Jennifer Lewis, Felicia Rashad, Loretta Devine, Anika Alani Rose. You got all of these peoples that he's worked with. Janet Jackson, Tasha Smith. Not the same Tasha Smith. This is the Tasha Smith, that played on Why Did I Get Married? And you're like, and she was like, give me the password, Marcus. That Tasha Smith. You got all these peoples that he worked with. And I think it's wonderful because Tyler Perry, he shows you in every year, in every aspect, that he's a hard worker. And he deserves to buy BET. And I'm hoping that everything works out for him. Also, he's developed a friendship with Oprah Winfrey. He developed a friendship with Oprah Winfrey. And we cannot forget the shows that he's done that became a success. First, it was Tyler Perry House of Pain that ran from 2006 to 2012. And then you got the Haves and the Have-Nots that ran from 2013 to 2021. And now he's got new shows. He's got The Oval, Sisters. He's got Ruthless. He's had If Loving You Is Wrong. He's had all of these shows that were successful. And it's like, this man, he doesn't stop. He keeps grinding. He keeps doing what he needs to do. But all of that, that goes in the history books. And also, he has Madea. Madea is what made him afloat. Madea is what made to me, is what made his fans come. Because to me, Madea is what made him what he is today, a success. It was something I think he said after one of his plays. He said his mother said, whatever you do, do not stop doing Madea, because Madea, that's what's keeping you afloat. That's what's keeping you together, is Madea. That's what keep people's laughing. Madea, she's that character that's like, she's a bad woman. Like, she's not bad, like she's tough. Like she goes to jail a lot. Like, Madea got that dynamic, like, where she don't give a care. She don't give a damn. She's going to do what she's going to do. That's that mindset Madea has. And, if you get out of line with her, she would either bust a cap in you, or if you are a child, she would get that belt and she would put on you. But Madea, she comes from the old school. She speaks that wisdom. She always getting into it with somebody. She always getting into it with Mr. Brown. She always getting into it with Joe. Just don't rub Madea the wrong way, okay? Tyler Perry has done a wonderful job with Madea, and that is amazing. Also, Tyler Perry also got backlash for doing Madea. Like, a lot of people was talking Cash Money mess about Tyler Perry, saying that I don't like him wearing a dress and doing this and that. But you got to think about it. For the peoples that was saying this about him, they should sit down and serve a seat. Because Tyler Perry got money. He's getting his coins. He's worth $5.5 million as of this year, 2023. So you can't really sit there and talk about this man when basically he's doing all that he's doing. Like, he's doing what he has to do. Like, he's a successful, like, he's a powerful person. Like, he's a powerful director and producer. He's going to do what he has to do. And also, when he was partnered with Oprah Winfrey on the OWN network, that is said to have made Oprah's network the way it is, because Tyler Perry started it off. And, you know, with his shows, with Love Thy Neighbor, The Haves and the Have-Nots, and what other shows he had coming on there. They said, I read this, when his shows got on there, that's when Oprah's channels just started progressing more and becoming big the way it is now. So you got to give Tyler Perry his props on that as well. And when you think about it, Tyler Perry has had a lot of peoples that have tried to start mess. Well, I'm not going to say start mess, but I would say try to call him out his name. You got peoples like Monique. You got peoples like Spike Lee that has had problems with him. Okay, let's get to the Monique part. I'm going to try to hurry this up. Okay, Monique was basically starting with Lee Daniels, which she has resolved her problems with. She started things with Oprah Winfrey. Okay. She started problems with Oprah Winfrey and with Tyler Perry. I don't know what was her problem at that time, but I kind of feel like, in just my opinion, this is my opinion, I kind of feel like Monique is kind of one of those peoples where she doesn't like people's telling her how to do her thing. Like, she basically saying that I'm not agreeing with what she says. I'm just saying she basically is a person that just like to do her own thing. Like, she basically saying like she's not gonna work for free. And basically, it kind of goes back and forth with the Precious movie about her and Tyler Perry and Oprah and Lee Daniels, or however it started. I don't know. But he had problems with her. And then it goes to Spike Lee. Spike Lee had a problem with Tyler Perry, saying that he was, you know, saying these words about Tyler Perry. But all that changed when Tyler Perry got that studio. He opened his studio back in 2019, and he invited a bunch of people. He invited the legendary Jennifer Lewis. He invited a bunch of peoples, Crystal Fox, basically the peoples that he worked with, giving them their own star of the Walk of Fame. He basically did that. I can vouch for that because I saw that. And he paid tribute to Diane Carroll as well, because this was in 2019 and she just had passed away. And guess who he invited, child? He invited Spike Lee. Spike Lee kind of had that look on his face and was like, he didn't know what to say. And it's kind of like Tyler Perry. This is just me. This is my opinion about the whole thing. Tyler Perry was like, yeah, bitch, you at my shit. I did this. I made this what it is. Like, I'ma pay homage to you if that's what you think. But I did this. You come to my stuff. You remember all them times you called me corny, you called me a coon, you called me all this and that. Now look, you at my shit. You at my event. So sit down, enjoy yourself, take several seats. That's how I feel like it came about, you know. I'm just gonna say it like that. So Tyler Perry, he is still a successful. I'm so happy for him. And I'm really hoping that everything works out with him and BET. In my opinion, what that is, he should do it. He should do it. Expand himself even more because he's a black man and he's doing great things. So that's wonderful. Congratulations, Tyler Perry. And also, on with this next topic with Debra Lee about her husband saying that if she left him, he will fire her. This is my thing with that, and I got the comments, and I'm just gonna put it like this. I feel like with that situation, she said that they were married for 20 years and they had kids, but this is my opinion. Things might seem good in the beginning, but in the end, and in the middle, you'll see things a different way. And I feel like she shouldn't have to go through that. And I feel like she kind of knew what she was getting herself into. I'm just going to put it like that. When you get yourself in situations like that, you kind of know what type of situations you're going to be into. Because we don't know how things are going to go. And I'm glad that she came out and said what she said. But if that man did that to her husband at the time, you can't just put the blame on one person. You kind of have to put the blame on another person. I say this because this person knows that's getting into the situation. They know what they're getting into. Debra Lee, she knows what she was getting into. She probably knew how this man was. She probably didn't know that he was going to do what he did with his actions and say what she was going to say. I think it was like, if you want to get out of this, you can leave tomorrow. But basically he was like, if you leave me, I will fire you. So, yeah. It's kind of like she probably didn't know what she was getting into at first. But if she did and she chose to stay there, she could have stayed there for the kids. And that's understandable. A lot of people has done that. But you also got to look at, you have to do what's best for you, what's best for your kids. I don't know if it was any fighting or any abuse in the marriage or this and that, but threatening to fire her, I think that's a new low for that. But I kind of think that she knew what she was getting into. And let's go on his behalf. He was wrong in the situation too. It's kind of like he had control over her after all them years. Like he's like, I can control her with this threat. I can control her with this power. I have this leverage over her. I have this power. And if she tries to leave, I can use this, because if she disobeys this, she will get fired and she will lose everything. And it's kind of like, it's sad, but you got to think about it. Peoples don't care about how the other person feel. They're going to do what's best for them. They're going to do what they feel is right for them. They're going to do what they feel like is right for them. Like they're not going to think about the other person's feelings. They're going to do what they think is right for them. So I'm glad that she spoke up on it, and I just hope that it got resolved better. And I'm sorry she had to go through that. But her husband, he was wrong in all sorts of levels. But when you got to think about it, he was wrong for doing that. And she was wrong from staying. I understand that she was scared, but I felt like she could have reached out to someone. Like it said in the video, like she was scared, like she couldn't talk to no one, her friends, her family, no one. So I can definitely understand where she's coming from, but I feel like she could have just went ahead and took that risk and just got out of that toxic environment. I'm going to call it toxic. And this was in her memoir. So I'm just gonna put it like that. If you agree with me, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine. And if you don't want to watch this video, that's totally fine too. I'm just gonna just put it like that. So that's how I feel about this video today. That's how I feel about the whole situation. And if I skipped anything, please let me know, because I tried to make this quick as possible. But I really hope that Tyler Perry buys BET. He has the money to do it. He is a successful person, and he's a black man that is successful. And I think that's what a bunch of peoples is scared of these days. Like, some peoples are scared that a black man being successful, they scared of that because they feel like if a black man is successful, that's what really triggers a lot of people in this society, in this community, in any community. I think everybody is scared of a black person or someone of color or someone having power anyway, because they don't know how to deal with that. So I'm just going to leave that like that. And I really hope that Tyler Perry buys BET. He has the talent. He has the leverage to do it. He has all that it takes to do it. And the peoples that helped him, the producers, the editors, the actors, the actress. He has done, and he has paid his dues, and he deserves his flowers along with the actors and the actress that has helped them get the way they are. Oh, I can't forget, he also worked with Lynn Winfield, and also he's worked with Maya Angelou and Blair Underwood, and he's worked with so many more. So I forgot to leave that. I forgot to put that in there, but I'm putting it in there now. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And like I said, if y'all don't agree with what I said in this video, that's totally fine. I'm just putting my opinions out there, and I'm just being honest. Because to me, people's are hating. Some people's are hating on this man, Tyler Perry. And I think it's sad, because what we need to learn to do is start sticking together and stop hating on a person that's trying to better themselves, that is successful. That's what's wrong with the world. People are hating on somebody for something that they don't have that the next person have. If we could just stop hating and start coming together as one and stop trying to tear each other down, maybe we will get somewhere. So I'm hoping everything works out for everyone that I talked about. Tyler Perry, you got this, my brother. And I really want to thank you all. Like, comment, subscribe. And I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm sorry for the background, but I was tempted to make this video. I love you all. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.